Welcome to the Sci-Fi Center, the place to be, where comic books and wrestling collide magically. Movies, TV shows, and pop culture we share. Get ready to rock, we're here to take you there. From superheroes to aliens in outer space, we've got the latest news and reviews in our embrace. Turn on your screen, let the neon lights glow. We'll take you back to the 80s. Let's rock and roll. Sci-Fi Center, where the legends come alive. Get ready to geek out, let your imagination thrive. We're diving into the past with a touch of modern flair. Sci-Fi Center, the ultimate pop culture lair.
Happy Saturday. Happy November. Happy World Series Game 7 Dodgers back-to-back World Championship Saturday. But most of all, most importantly, fuck daylight savings. That's right. Save this getup for this particular occasion. There's so many reasons to be grateful tonight. So many reasons to be celebratory. The Big Blue Wrecking Crew's dynasty just before my very eyes, and one of the most intense fucking games I've ever watched in any sport in my life. And I've been on the planet for quite a while, and you guys know that I am a sports fiend. I am a fanatic. I've watched thousands of games, whether it be NBA, NHL, baseball, hockey, everything. I've watched it all. Tonight almost killed me. Credit to the Toronto Blue Jays for putting up that type of fight. Holy shit. But moments like these make you appreciate these things a little bit better. Like it was one of the most memorable 7-game World Series I've ever seen. And I know there are like people that are older than me that are going to be able to go back and find this. They're going to find that. In my lifetime, this was the most intense World Series. We had the 18-inning game the other night that just was never going to end. Then we had all the letdowns in between. And then somehow, some way, the Dodgers, having been outplayed for most of these 7-game series, found the way to win. Found the way to get it done. And I think it's a 1 or 2 o'clock. I think it's 2 o'clock when it hits here. We'll be on the air. I was going to do this stream from the house because it was going to be so late. But there was events happening all around me. And, you know, if there's events in my parking lot and my neighbors are doing stuff, I like to stay open because just like now, and they see that Green Lantern sign, they see that flashing open sign, they come on in and, hey, got bills to pay. So hopefully you guys can hear me and see me clearly. If not, I will need to change internet. I hope I don't have to. But let's see. The duck is here. How's the duck? I'm glad you're feeling well, Clinton. William thought the Blue Jays game and the Dodgers game getting upset on the dead ball. Are you talking about last night when the ball hit the wall and got stuck? That's in the playbook, though. That's in the rules. And that was an easy play to make. That was an easy play to make. That was an easy call to make for the ump. Let me know if that's what you're talking about, Rational. I think Williams' thoughts on the World Series is yay. They won't. Yeah, well, yeah. A couple more expletives. That was a hard game to watch. The Dodgers were behind until the ninth inning. The Blue Jays were outs away from winning that game. And then when it got in the extra innings and the bases were loaded, Miguel Rojas, who's retiring this year, this is his second ring. This is his last, he's retiring. Him and Clayton Kershaw are retiring. He made a play that was inches away from them scoring if the bases loaded. Just after he had hit, he did that in the bottom of the ninth. Top of the ninth, with 2 outs, he hits a home run that ties it. Will Smith, another, not to slap Chris Rock, Will Smith from the LA Dodgers, hits a clutch home run, puts him ahead. And then the Dodgers hold it down. And then very, like I said, internally challenging, physically World Series, but it's over. Like I said, there's so many reasons to celebrate. Like what like I say, we get our hour back. Not only am I out of breath from watching this World Series, I'm out of breath because 6 months ago, you guys were there. You were witnesses. You were there. And it didn't just happen to me. This was a national theft. We were all robbed. We knew who the burglar was. We knew who the criminal was, but we just couldn't catch him. I even had my hands around his neck a couple of times, but he kept getting away. And finally, I guess the thief stopped to watch the World Series, and I got his ass. And courtesy of me and the Sci-Fi Center, I'm giving you all your hour back personally while I'm on the air. So I don't have the clapping track or the audience applause thing built into our sound thing, but I know right now each and every one of you that are watching and each and every one of you that will watch this at a decent hour, when you wake up and realize that it was me that gave it back to you, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right. And joining me is somebody who just got out of the movies.
Yeah.
Saying, where are you? Are you literally in the bathroom?
No, I just moved out onto the couch these last couple nights.
Dude, how big is your fucking place? It's like every time you're on, you got like a ginormous couch in there. You got like 2 different rooms. You got a big backyard you used to go out there. Is this like a mansions must be cheap in Mayberry? I gotta.
Nah. Yeah,
where's your hat?
It's fuck. I didn't have time for one. And by the way, I already got my hour back.
Well, don't fuck it up for everybody, dude. Can you just let us have something?
Well, you get yours back in about 4 minutes. So.
No. What time do we get? No, we get it back. It's 2:00 a.m. here. It'll jump to 2:00, and then it'll come back to 1, and then that's when we'll wrap up the show. But I'm elated. I may not sleep. I'm getting an hour back, but I'm going to be watching World Series highlights all night long. Because that's what you do when you live in a city.
I'm in one of the other rooms I usually stream in. I just just rotated just from a different position now. So,
dude, get some art on the wall, man. What is? You should have I'm surprised you don't have a big diorama of Bruce Lee or something.
In my bedroom, I got the Beyond Skyline. Yeah, in my bedroom, I got the Beyond Skyline.
Yeah, I know, but I'm like, dude, I'm surprised you don't have a Jet Li or something like that, like a life-size poster or something. I don't know. All right. So
and actually, I didn't just get out. I got back about an hour and a half ago, and it was actually kind of an impromptu thing because I didn't. I was just kind of planning on sitting in tonight, and then I just was thinking, okay, let's see what's out this weekend. And I look on Fandango. It's like, oh, so it did come.
Remember, that's how I found it. That's how I found it.
So yes, I did get the chance to see Gary del Toro's Frankenstein.
By the way, Netflix did not give a fuck about how much this movie makes in the box office.
No, they don't.
They didn't advertise jack shit and jack anywhere.
They don't care. They don't care about it all about anything.
Yeah, they're saying
they don't care about all about like whatever theatrical revenue they get out of it.
Don't care. Don't care. They do not.
They care about whatever golden little statues they get out of it. That's what this is all about.
And from what I'm hearing, they may just get one for this one.
So, yeah, I would say so after seeing this. I would say so.
Yeah, I mean, Sinners has got to run for its money. I still hope Sinners, but Sinners was released. I mean, they released this now because of the Oscars. I don't think Sinners set out to be Oscar worthy. It just is.
Yeah, so, well, I mean, and that's a little bit like Silence of the Lambs, I would say, in the sense that it's
February.
It it made such an impact. There, it's like it's kind of the anomaly as far as like Oscar contenders that even though it released a lot early in the year, it's like it hit the zeitgeist so much that it doesn't really it's kind of able to circumvent the.
Well, what happened with Silence of the Lambs is not only was it good, it was epic.
Yeah,
it became Hannibal Lecter became part of pop culture. Even if you didn't know, even if you hadn't seen the movie yet, they were spoofing Hannibal Lecter before the year was out. It was everywhere. That mask he wore, and that whole thing.
And I would say the same has kind of happened with Sinners. We've seen the iconography of
that river dance, like I said. Yeah. You got black folks to river dance in the theaters. You know you made it at this moment.
Yeah,
I mean they were looking at the screen to see how to do it, and then 2 minutes later they were doing it. I'm like, what? I'm like
the only other time I can remember anything like that happening for like a big tentpole releases was Straight Outta Compton. Because like my audience was like singing to a lot of the songs playing.
Oh yeah, because you remember you memorize that shit growing up, especially if you were in California. You memorize. I mean, you memorize all that shit. Now back before you were 1 year old when a movie called Colors was released, and we didn't handle that well. It was about a movie. It was more about the cops and Robert Duvall. I think it was Robert Duvall, and it was Sean Penn. I think they were in it. It was about them, but it was in South Central LA in 1988. For those of you who don't know that was going on, and then just Google it. Crips, Bloods, everything. They were in California, in Inglewood, and Crenshaw. They were shooting at the screens. The gangsters were showing up to the movie and shooting at the screen. Like, what the fuck was that going to do? The guy, the Crip or the Blood in the movie, he's not even real, and he ain't there. Why are you shooting at the screen? Showing your love for the movie?
Clint, since I'm broadcasting in black and white, you think I look like I'm in black and white right now?
Yeah, there's a little bit of color there. You're kind of glowing, kind of pasty to begin with. So. And you and so yeah, there you go. All right.
The lamp right over there is kind of probably because
it is kind of flooding up, but it's fine. It's fine.
I usually stream here on the couch. Usually, I'm sitting at my desk when I do it. So.
Yeah, you need to get some sun.
This makes it look like I've got a good complexion.
Come on. Hey, you come out to Vegas in the summertime, we'll take care of all that. You'll come back peeling. You'll be all right.
Probably, I bet, yeah.
Cash for Brad. Hey, well, William, Harry Potter is an HBO Max show like Creature Commandos and The Flight Attendant, and not an HBO.
I think he's asking why is it. I think he's asking why.
Okay, so I'm new. I don't know. I haven't. Are you rational? You've heard something I have not. I've been kind of distracted all day. I don't know why. If that's the case, rational, I'm against that. You know how I feel about Sunday nights. If this is your top tier shit, that's a draw. Put it on Sunday night. You have built Sunday nights into something special. When you bring something into Sunday night, it's home field advantage. You have developed an advantage in a culture for Sunday night. Bring your best shit into that. I am completely opposed to even Peacemaker. If you're going to tell me that Peacemaker is one of your top tier shows, then you need to put it on Sunday night, not just for Peacemaker's sake, but for Sunday night's sake, because you established something that nobody else in television, cable or otherwise has. So I think I agree. If that's the case, rational, I'm opposed to that. That's not a good.
Is Lanterns going to be Sunday night?
Lanterns, I hear Sunday nights. And they all should be Sunday nights.
Forces from the Kung Fu Ghost with the most. It's funny you should say it. It's funny you should say that. There is actually I did a piece on it too. It was a movie called. There is actually a movie called Kung Fu Ghost. A lady named Jennifer Lynch did that a couple years ago. Do I need to get another light here or something?
No, you're actually it's not going to help you. What do you have? You have to have the set lighting for it, like I do, because I remember I had to fuck with my lighting just to get it this way.
Yeah, I got at my desk. I got like the desk lamp that it's harder. It's harder, more like kind of yellow lighting. The kind of makes
and the one at the house, I can adjust the tone. I can change the color, but here it is what it is. What do I have against daylight savings? Fuck daylight savings. Fuck daylight savings.
Again, I already got my hour back.
Savings. It is useless. Why? I don't need to save daylight. I live in an inferno. I live in a place where 3.5 months out of the year, when the sun is out, it is taking your soul. I don't need it.
And I live in a place where
sleep.
I live in a place with all that. I live in a place with all that plus humidity. So
it is useless. There may have been a time when you could, the agriculture or whatever. I know that's got a history. I don't care. I don't care. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's meaningless, and it always hurts around March when no, it's dumb. It's theft. There's no, just don't come here. I love you, man, but don't come here defending daylight savings when I am here to celebrate the end of it.
Yeah, I think the first time we did one of these, I pulled up the GIF. It was from I don't know if William likes this or hates this, but it's from The Mask. With Jim Carrey. It's the part when he pulls out the big hammer and he's going to smash the clock.
Yeah, the clock. I actually use that on one of my thumbnails. Tosca Beckham, I can't express. My jaws lock up when I try to express to you what I hate about daylight savings. I don't need more day. Listen. I like it when it gets dark here about 4:30, 5 o'clock. I'm good. I'm good. I'm a night owl.
When we were living in Fort Campbell when I was a kid, once it hit daylight savings in the fall, I'm telling you, it would be dark by 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Love it.
Yeah, for us in Georgia, it's going to be usually about 6 now.
It's right. Vegas, it's right around 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I love it. So if you guys haven't, this is I spend all year telling you, all the year is a fight for me to get to this part of the year. Mm-hmm. That's it. I trudge through everything else just to get my hour back, to get better weather. And I'm sorry. Sorry if you guys feel differently. That's it.
Surprised you don't have champagne for tonight, man.
I don't drink.
I think I might.
I don't drink liquor.
I might have some. I don't. Usually I only indulge on New Year's Eve. I might have some. I might have some liquor or something around. Let me see if we look around.
Yeah. Right. My birthday. People send me champagne for my birthday. They send it to me in a little box. And I don't. Mm-hmm. I don't drink liquor, guys. So if you want to send me anything, send me food.
Yeah, usually it's my only indulgence, and this is in New Year's Eve kind of things. That's about the only time I take any alcohol. It's usually champagne. Maybe I'll sip some wine, but otherwise I'm pretty much a teetotaler.
All right. I'm straight edge. I don't even teetotal. The flight attendant was not canceled because of it wasn't performing well. It was canceled because you had a star that you had to pay. You had a star that was making buku bucks on The Big Bang Theory. I mean, you eventually, as these shows progress, and you're using a name like that, Katie Coco. I mean, it just at some point, and then here's a problem with HBO outside of Game of Thrones and some of their bigger things, which they're always going to draw viewership. Not everything is drawing viewership all the time. So even though the shows like The Flight Attendant had good viewership while it was going on, as it sits on your streaming service, they get paid royalties, man. Just because that shit's not running on prime time now, they get paid royalties. That's why HBO ships so much of their shit out to other people, or they take it off the streaming services. Not because it's not doing well per se, but it may not be drawing enough to justify having to pay out royalties.
It may be in some way doing too well for them.
Yeah, and then if you look at it, remember back in the strike, back when I said as soon as they get to the point where they had to open up their books to the WGA and the DGA and all that, that's when that shit was going to end, because they were never going to open their books, because that would give these big stars leverage to say, wait a minute, this many people are watching this, and this guy's getting how much? So
and I guarantee you, all the big stars, all the big filmmakers, they are getting. Every single one of them, they are getting shortchanged on what their residual should be.
How you doing, Larry? What's going on? Thank you for the donation the other night. You helped get us closer to our goal of 20,000.
Yes, thank you, sir. Clint says, you want to see William tear up, send him a fat burger. Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, you know what? Guys, do you know that one person who tells jokes that only they get and they understand, and they're you don't know what to do with them because they laugh at them. They're not funny, but you don't want to. I don't give a fuck about Brad's feelings. I've already told him that this wasn't funny, but have you ever had that person that was like, And at least the good thing about this is Brad's not trying to make a living doing this, because then you'd have to break it to him. You have to break it to him. You have to set him aside. You have to take him to the side and be like, hey, Brad, listen, I don't think the comedy thing is working. And he'd be like, well, why? Because you're not funny. It's tough love. But I did get another fuck you in advance burger from another place. I cheated on Sister Kim tonight.
Fuck you in advance, really? It's like I'm that predictable with this.
Back, you know what? I may make a drop of that.
Yeah.
Because you made it necessary. I may have to replace the air horn siren for you.
Well, listen, you guys haze me nonstop about scary movies, so I mean, I think it balances out.
Yeah, but you provide the comedy for that too. You're actually funnier during that. All right, so look at that. This is a food truck out here. Hey, Kim, I'm sorry I cheated on you.
Is that out in the parking lot?
Yeah, but Sister Kim's was closed and I was busy. I was hungry, and I knew with the World Series and customers and me pushing the show late, I wasn't going to get another opportunity to get some food. So instead of like trying to angle this at you and cheat you out of the angle here, there it is. Look at that. That is a 3 patty. Now they added an onion ring to it, so they added the third patty at my request. It's a pretty good sized burger.
I can't. The most I've ever done is a double. I can't do triple patties, man. I
Pussy.
Yeah.
Triple patty. You can't. You're a grown man.
Mm.
All grown men should be able to do a triple patty.
Mm.
Yeah.
Or put it this way, I can't do it in one sitting. Maybe or like I'll take one patty off and eat the 2 and then come back third one later. I'm eating all 3 of them, aren't I?
Wow. Do you do a little spoon thing too? Here comes the choo-choo train.
We appreciate Brad, though. He balances out the sci-fi equation. William cut and dry. Brad attempts excellent humor.
I'm cut and dry? Wow, I've never heard myself as described as that.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. I don't know if that's exactly what I use to describe William.
All right, so let's see. People giving you lighting advice. William, have you seen Lego Batman? I've seen about 15 minutes of it. I'm not a fan. It's not for me.
I do. It has a really catchy Batman theme song, like the opening, like the Batman fight scene. Which, by the way, there was somebody really cut that theme song into the warehouse from BVS. That I swear, it's crazy how well that. Yeah,
By the way, guys, don't stay out of my fucking mentions and DMs. I don't hate Lego Batman. I'm just not. It's not for me. It's just like it's not my type of Batman for me. So, but no, if you want to do a watch party, you know what to do. Oh man, these Cajuns are. Ooh man, ooh, that's a spice. That's true Cajun fries right there. She must be from Louisiana. You bite it, it's a kick. Good job. This is a Shay's Space or Shay's Kitchen.
I'm sorry. What kind of job was it?
I wish I could force.
I'm sorry, you walked right into that one, man.
Yeah, she was the star of the flight attendant.
And when did that end? By the way, when did that end? That was recently.
I can't remember. Let's see. How you doing, Spank Podcast? What's going on? No, this is a but yeah, this is a triple.
I think he's talking about what I said about take the 1 patty off, eat the double, and then eat.
Yeah, that's in fact, I'm going to edit that out of the show. That is sacrilege right there. What the fuck? All right, so we already got. I mean, let's look at my thumbnail. I got Absolute Batman Annual #1. My God, the violence in this.
Yeah, I just went and got that today. I haven't read it yet, but usually I go to my comic store on Saturdays.
For those of you pearl clutchers, Batman doesn't kill. Where did you get that from? Well, it's in the cartoon. Stop it.
See. Okay. So here's.
Hold on. Let me finish.
How much happens? Is there anything?
Forget what I say. Well, when I read Batman, I don't know when you read Batman. Okay, fine. I will 100% concede to you that your mythical Batman, he's all mythical because it's complicated, doesn't kill. Absolute Batman does. Holy shit.
Yeah, okay. So is there any? Because I've got it. I just haven't read it yet. Because like I said,
although Scott Snyder, thank you for the advance copy. He is denying this. Did you see his post?
yeah, I
He's
saw
like,
that tweet where he says
like,
hey,
hey,
the guy's heart's still beating at that.
He's like, I can see his chest moving, and then he keeps responding to people like, "Nah, he's good." I'm like, dude, no fucking way.
When the paramedics arrived, he still had a pulse. So and we just
He
never showed
burnt
that.
down the warehouse with the barn with a bunch of white supremacists in it. And this is wow. They went right for the gut there. They did not hold back.
They went like full sinners with Batman.
They went full. They didn't just go on the nose. They hit the nose. There was no hiding what he was trying to tell you in this episode.
That's what I was gonna get. Is there anything in this like as you're talking about like the Batman, the visceral quality of it? It sounds like this really surpasses like the first issue of him like chopping the dude's arm off. I think we stepped away.
Oh, damn it. I'm out of all the other covers with this one. Even the A cover even sold real quick. There it is right there. Yeah, let's I want to see if I can bring up I want to bring up the panels that he sent me, but I don't want to I want to make sure that those panels don't have like pertinent information on them, you know what I mean? So let's see.
So yeah, so it really sounds like he goes above and beyond with just like the one limb severing with the axe in the first issue.
That's tame. How do
really?
How do I do this to where?
But yeah, for those of you who haven't seen Scott Snyder, he's having some fun back and forth. That's where it's like yeah, the dude like his heart was still technically beating on the last panel, or he still has a pulse when the EMTs get there. It's just stuff like that. So.
Well, okay, they ain't using some of their arms anytime soon. This one guy got his arm fucked up at an angle that just was not cool.
So before I read it, because I've got the issues I haven't read it yet, it's sounding almost like the ending of the kind of like the tea house battle in Kill Bill when she says, "Hey guys, get out of here, but leave your limbs. They belong to me now." That's like the.
I think it goes. I think it goes. Listen, this is. And it's appropriate because it's a turning point. It's a turning point in him. Okay, there's no information on there that I just don't want to be putting out. It's okay, cool. Now this is all my information. Who cares if you get that? Oh, by the way, I suck. Tonight's show and every show this week is brought to you guys by a movie that I have been anticipating for quite a while. Brad's been anticipating it for quite a while. Predator Badlands. Predator Badlands. I will be seeing this. Me and Clint, we're going to be seeing this Tuesday at AMC Town Square. For those of you in the Las Vegas area who would like to be with me this Tuesday night when I go see this, you know what to do. Tomorrow is going to be the last day I'm going to have to sign up. We'll be open tomorrow from 12 to 5. Come down to the Sci-Fi Center and sign up for that. And while supplies last, because I am running low on seats now. I cannot wait for this movie. There's 2 movies that are coming out. This movie and then Running Man. I have a screening of the Running Man for those of you who want to go to that in the Southern area. But I will not be attending that one personally. I have made time for Predator Badlands. So Predator Badlands in theaters.
That is Friday night for me.
Yep. For in theaters on what the 4th? What day does it actually come out? The 7th.
The 7th. Really, these days, these days, like the official release date might as well be the Thursday. So
yeah, because that's really what it is. A Thursday night, because you can see these movies in the preview nights at around 3:00. That's why I did with Sinners. So. All right, so let's get back to this carnage.
Yeah.
So it starts out with Bruce Wayne. He's going to like a suburb of Gotham. It appears, and he's buying weapons. And then that's where he runs into I don't know, for the sake of demonetization, these alternative belief people. I don't know. They're white supremacists. And they even got red hats on. And they're attacking an immigrant family, and they all got pig masks on. I mean, this is so metaphorical. It's hilarious. And of course, Bruce Wayne, as Bruce Wayne, beats the hell out of them. This guy right here. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see that him punching the pig guy in the face?
Yeah, it's hard to miss.
Okay. I'm sorry. Your face doesn't do that, and your brain is okay. But all right, sure, Scott. Sure. He's okay. All right. So
By the way, a human fist also is not usually that big.
It's not usually as big enough to put a hole into an engine. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, but it's comic book panels, so
yeah. So, but they eventually get the upper hand on him, and you can see the neck tattoos right there. But there's a priest that stops him, and then covers him up, and then he finds out what they're about. And then the priest, the nurse helps him heal. It almost reminded me of Daredevil Born Again a little bit, but not as violent. And this is a priest that I don't want to spoil it. In fact, I'm gonna scroll through this so that you guys, when you get a chance to read it, there's a connection to that priest. We'll just give it that.
Yeah.
Also,
it's annual too, and those tend to be like probably like a third of the length longer of a usual issue.
Yeah, this is a 43 page. It's pretty about 10 pages long. Yep, you're right. This is also where he gets the Batmobile for the very first time. Now, here's a scene in here where there's these immigrants that have moved into town. These white or alternative whatevers have gotten together, and it's the cops show up, and they're like, first the cops says, I can't let you do that. And then they put on masks too because they're part of it. Needless to say, the one thing Batman doesn't like is corrupt police. So the slogan here is pure power. I don't know if you heard that word. So seems kind of familiar, but we'll go and leave it there. And then he just says, fuck it. Right here, he just says white, pow, and okay. Brace yourself for this next panel because that doesn't get
I've
finished.
seen this panel.
This
man.
Right here is beyond fucked up. It hurt. I know it's a comic. It's not real. But I can feel this picture right now. The way he has to get him. So his entire body weight, and this is like a 10,000 foot Batman with large hands coming up from this little wiry skin. Look, the look in his face is the look I had on my face reading it, and I'm not the guy it's happening to. And that cracking sound. I mean, we went from the whole Adam West, pow, pow, all that. Look at the bone. Oh my god.
And by the way, it's I don't know if it's like a subliminal thing that the crack has 3 Ks in it.
There you go. And he just beats them all. Oh, by the way, Kenny Omega fans, wrestling fans, and this got pointed out by a lot of people. The one-winged angel, if you look up, I almost poked myself with my own goofy head. It's a wrestling move that Kenny Omega uses as his finisher. Batman uses it here, and he crushes this crooked cop here.
Yeah, this looks like the warehouse. This looks like the warehouse in comic book form.
All right, can we see that middle frame? Right,
that middle of Batman's knee.
There's something that's supposed to be a human head.
That's something that was formerly a human head.
Batman has reshaped it with his knee, but that guy's okay, right? That guy's gonna make it. Oh wow! I mean, he savagely beats the fuck out of these people.
Look at this dude. It's like his face is a crater now.
Look at how big he is.
A fist-shaped crater. Yeah, like I said, like those who haven't read Absolute Batman, really with like most of the Absolute characters, but I think especially Batman, the mandate. It's thematically the mandate from a visual standpoint. It's almost like it was make everything bigger.
Now, and
William froze. Shit, William froze. Okay. Gotta wait for William to unfreeze.
So,
okay, you unfroze there.
It's about to surround this little house's barn, and there's something you probably. Did I freeze?
Yeah, you froze for a minute there, man.
Am I still frozen?
You're good now.
Okay. Let me. Okay, cool. You see the Batmobile for the very first time. This is where he first gets the Batmobile.
Batmobile doesn't do the vehicle justice. I mean, it's like the Bat wrecking ball. I mean the Batmobile has a staircase. The Batmobile.
It literally has a staircase going along the front of it. Now they're going to the weaponry to get the gun store to get more weapons, and Batman stolen them all. So now they're just coming at him with the weapons that they have, and now he's got this thing. And he just, by the way, okay, these people are being ran over by something that is big as the plaza that I'm in. But they're okay. They're going to make it.
Those tires are 10 feet tall.
Yeah, and then he jumps out of it and just beats the hell out of people. And all these cracks and stuff, those are people.
I'm going to pull up Scott Snyder's because I pull up his Twitter because again, like you said, he's having fun with this. Like, oh yeah, those dudes totally made it out alive.
So he basically jacks this thing, this Batmobile, and he takes it back. Now, here's the most poignant part of it is Thomas Wayne is very important in this comic. In our world, unless you're talking about the Flashpoint Batman, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but as far as like Thomas Wayne, without any exaggerations to him just being alive here makes all the difference in the world to this Batman. Not just his mother, but his father is a heavy influence on him. His father was just a normal guy, and he was a teacher. And he wasn't a rich billionaire or anything. This one is not that. But he's he's a teacher, and the way he has an influence on Bruce is through teaching. And he was a peaceful person, and there was the story opens up with a protest, another supremacist rally somewhere else as he's a kid, and he is, Thomas Wayne is not violent. I gotta teach as many people the right way in the civilized way, and hopefully they rub off on other people. And Batman realizes that he's just destroyed these people, and he feels that he has dishonored his father's memory by becoming that way. And that's why by the time we see Absolute Batman and Absolute Batman #1, he has refined himself. He's held back a little bit. Yeah, but this artwork is great. This comic is brutal, but it's brutal. It's not just brutal for brutal's sake. It's brutal to give you context of where this Batman is now. And that's what Annuals used to do. Annuals used to take an out-of-time story that didn't necessarily need to fit within the linear thing that was going on. Like if X-Men had a story that was going on that you just couldn't break up to tell an abstract story, that's what the Annuals would do. The Annuals could take place anywhere you want them. They could be taking place there, but their stories and the graphic novels, the stories didn't have to line up with the month by month. This is what Annuals for a while went away, and now they're coming back, and I'm glad they're back because it gives people a chance to build stories. So that's listen, go out. If you're a comic book collector, you probably already have this, but this is selling out everywhere.
Yeah, it's. I mean, if there were any doubt left about what a phenomenon Absolute DC is, this is just. I mean, it has killed that doubt as much as Batman just killed all those dudes. And going back to what William was saying about the Scott Snyder going and just having a blast, like, oh, no, this dude ain't dead, right? I see his chest moving a little. Right, and Scott Snyder's Twitter, and somebody else said, yeah, dude's lobotomized. He had batarangs in his face for the knee. It's like, yeah, he's still breathing. Yeah, he's fucking with us. But I'm like, I'm sorry. And you know what? You can actually say that. You could say Batman does the Bruce thing, and if the writer says he lived, he lived. But I'm like, okay. Listen, animated. I gotta believe that they're working on some type of animation. Yeah, I gotta believe. I would not mind it. I mean, you could do it. You could do it live action. You get Alan Richardson. He's that huge, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He probably is probably one of the best as far as a live action casting choice. He'd be perfect for an Absolute Batman.
Yeah, Kenny Omega actually reposted this on his website, which was hilarious that they used the wrestling move.
Have they gotten the action figures of Absolute DC on the market yet?
Not that I know of.
But those are coming. McFarlane's got to be working on that. I mean,
hey guys, let me know. I froze earlier. Let me know if I'm choppy or if I'm not as sharp as I need to be, because I'll switch over if I need to. All right. So right now we're going to get your review of Frankenstein.
Yes. Okay. So as I said, this theatrical excursion to Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein again was a little bit of an impromptu thing because it up until about I don't know like 7 hours ago I didn't know it was going to be at a theater near me because the theatrical rollout for Netflix movies it doesn't work the same way as like your big blockbusters and they well, you said they have in Vegas right now. You just haven't been able to go. You got to look at
Yeah,
it.
I'm not gonna be able to go. It's gonna end up being Netflix for me, which is fine.
Yeah.
For the people who want to see this in the big screen, I'm glad you're getting your opportunity. I'm just not gonna get the time.
Yeah, and it's interesting because having seen it, I'd really be interested in like Del Toro's if he talked all about like whatever kind of the stipulation he had as far as like a theatrical run with Netflix because this it's very much a Del Toro movie. This is as Del Toro as Del Toro gets. I mean,
Okay, is it Shape of Water Del Toro or Pacific Rim Del Toro?
This is like Pan's Labyrinth Del Toro.
Oh, okay, even better.
Yeah,
even better.
This is definitely the very like gothic. It's gothic on top of gothic sensibility. It's Del Toro. He got a blank check for this, and he just went to town. This is this is a very gorgeously very style, and that's the thing about like a lot of prior versions of Frankenstein. This is one of the ones I can think of that's most stylized. He really leans into being very stylized and like Del Toro stylized, which is why I make the Pan's Labyrinth comparison. I'm glad you brought that poster up too because it's the first one I can also think of that really leans into like the size of the creature because in the book he's supposed to be like 8 feet tall, and I don't think they've really usually their tallest guy they've gotten in. I think the tallest one we've seen theatrically before this is probably was Peter Boyle in Young Frankenstein. He's like 6'4".
How tall is he in this?
He's about 7.5 feet. He's probably about
Wow.
7.5 feet tall. Yeah, I don't know Jacob Elordi. I don't know exactly what his height is, but they definitely they use camera magic. They do stilts, whatever they got to do. They make him big, and they make him look like when he's initially created, he looks a lot like one of the engineers from Prometheus.
Oh, okay. Does
Yeah,
he talk a lot in this version?
Yeah, he gets to that point eventually. He starts out. He's very monosyllabic. He's still because what he and to kind of illustrate a bit more, the movie's kind of divided in like a couple different parts. I mean, you got like
How long is it, by the way? I'm sorry.
it's about 2.5 hours. It's a little bit of a slog, but I mean it's very economical, and so you got like the framing story of Frankenstein, meeting the Arctic expedition and relating his story on the ship. Then the first half is really kind of focused on Victor's backstory about why he decides, okay, I want to create, I want to beat death, I want to devise a means to resurrect people. And he kicks it off pretty early on. He does this kind of demo in front of this meeting in front of his colleagues where he has this human cadaver that he zaps back to life in front of them. So he's already got kind of halfway there when you first see him experimenting. It's just that now his goal is, okay, now I want to do it. I can just unplug the batteries and it can survive on its own. So the first half is really kind of focused on him. Then it takes the creature's perspective in the second half because what happens is the event that kind of causes them to split up. First, it's shown from Victor's perspective, and then it shows how the creature, from his perspective, how he survived that, and what his life has been like since then. And yeah, it's again, he starts out monosyllabic, just saying Victor or father and things like that, and then he, we see how he develops his intelligence. The makeup is really this is a really different look for Frankenstein. It really reminded me a lot of the engineers of Prometheus, as far as like the initial look he has when he's created. Then as it goes on, he develops the cloak. His hair gets really long. He gets a little bit more wear and tear on him, and also this is something we've not seen, to my knowledge anyway, done in any prior Frankenstein movie. He's he's got kind of a Wolverine sort of quality to him in that he heals. It's like he gets shot. He gets he's basically, not only has he been brought back to life, he's basically immortal. He's basically invincible. He's which that's not from the book, is it? Unless I missed something.
I don't believe so.
Yeah.
I don't believe it being script. I haven't read that book since I was a little kid, though.
Yeah, it's been ages for me, but yeah. So this is, I think this is like one of the big kind of like things that Del Toro adds, is the idea that the creature, traditionally, and it's angry at Frankenstein because like you brought me to life, but I've cursed with this monstrous appearance, and now I can't. The society is shunning me. I can't enjoy human life, human existence like other people can. But now on top of that, compounding that, is that he can't die either. So he's kind of stuck in this sort of living purgatory where he's this monstrous creature that no matter where he goes, no matter what happens to him, he's stuck this way basically for unless unless somebody invents the atom bomb in the next 10
Sounds
years.
like is he a Highlander? What is it going on?
Yeah, this is the big kind of like twist they throw into this, where it's like he's got like Wolverine's healing factor. He's like to the point where it's like, I mean, there's a part in there where he detonates a stick of dynamite in his own hand, and he heals from that. His skin grows back from that.
I guess Larry's seen it too. So
yeah. So, but yeah, if you're a Del Toro fan, I think you will definitely really, really like this. This is
my TV is big force, so I don't know.
And it's very Del Toro, just really leaning into kind of like his really gothic, his really kind of dark fairy tale sort of leanings. It's, again, I would liken this the closest to anything he's done prior to this I would like to do is like Pan's Labyrinth. It has it very much.
I love Pan's Labyrinth. Pan's Labyrinth is, I don't know if it's my favorite. When it comes down to, I've never really had that conversation with myself about my favorite films of his.
Yeah.
I know there's one I don't necessarily like, that specific Rim. Pan's Labyrinth is one of my favorite movies, period. Shape of Water. I love Shape of Water. I don't know if it should have won Best Movie that year, but I didn't have too much of a problem with that. I thought Sally Hawkins should have won for Best Actress, and Octavia Spencer should have won for Best Supporting. And she already had one, but I thought Sally Hawkins, and like I said, it's creepy, because I know she's the Paddington girl, a lady, and Paddington for some reason creeps me out no matter what. Something's creepy about that fucking bear. But to see her in that, and then that's a completely different character that she's in Shape of Water. But so I like that one. What else we got from him just outright?
Blade 2 was one of my. I mean, you didn't like it, but
so Pacific Rim does have a friend, because I hate that movie.
Well, but it's also, I mean, Blade 2 is kind of, that fits more kind of like in it, like, what's the way I'm gonna put it? It feels kind of more on his wavelength, his usual wavelength than Pacific Rim does, because it has the gothic feel to it. It has the horror vibe to it. The Pacific Rim was him a little bit, it's a little bit more outside of that sandbox, where he's he's doing more of like a kind of fun popcorn adventure. Which I love Pacific Rim, but it's not. It's a tone wise. Tone wise, it's not immediately what you associate with Del Toro. Even that's definitely one of his best ones, I think. But yeah, for Frankenstein, I think
for Frankenstein is the best movie.
I'm gonna think on this for a little bit. It's up there. This is definitely, I think, probably people will rank this like probably in his top 5. I think this is the buzz this is going to get or that's already getting. It's going to continue to get is definitely very well earned. Like I said,
he's very. I mean, Guillermo del Toro. Did I say Benicio? I did not say that. I just said Del Toro. Two Academy Award winners with the same last name. Not that hard.
Again, very stylized. That's what really. Well, in general, he pretty much.
You know what's hilarious, by the way? Since you say that he looks like the engineer from Prometheus. This is from the Mary Shelley's 1818 novel Frankenstein, or the modern Prometheus.
Modern Prometheus, yeah.
There you go. Let's see.
I wonder if they had that in mind. Actually, they said you had the Prometheus and the
He may have been influenced by him. All right, so let's go ahead and look at All right, so let's. I want to bring this up because
one thing that's really interesting about it too is this really probably more than any other adaptation I've seen of it. It really kind of emphasizes. It leans a lot into the hubris of Victor himself. It really portrays him as much more of an egomaniac.
How's Oscar Isaac?
He's great. He's really great in it. But it leans into the idea of not just that Victor thinks he's doing the right thing, but again, so much of this is steeped in he thinks he's like this runaway scientific genius. It's not just the idea that he wants to his mother's death leads him to want to defeat death. It's also that he's so in love with his own brilliant mind.
Hey, that's a savant. All right, 1992 Kronos. I have not seen. Mimic. I liked. It wasn't anything like groundbreaking, but I like it. Devil's Backbone is great. Blade 2. I hated that movie. 2004 Hellboy I loved Hellboy. Pan's Labyrinth was one of my favorite movies. Period. Hellboy 2: The Golden Army. I loved. Pacific Rim. I have no use for. The Peak was good. Shape of Water is one of the best movies they've put out in the last 25 years. Pinocchio, I liked it.
I have not seen his Pinocchio, actually.
It's kind of creepy and unsettling. A lot of people were unsettled by it. I liked it. And then we have Frankenstein. I mean, he's only got, a couple of movies that I just don't have the time of day for. And it's Pacific Rim and Blade 2. That's it. The rest of his movies are pretty much classics.
And actually, he also I got his Wikipedia up right now. The original, the 1931 one, Boris Karloff. He actually, should probably come as no surprise. He lists as among his personal favorite movies. This has been some. I think it's fair to call this a passion project of his. He's been wanting to do a Frankenstein adaptation for a really long time, and this you really get Del Toro just off the chain with this. This is Del Toro just at his most Del Toro. And
this is good. This is what's that? Not a magnum opus, but what is that? What is that when somebody puts a project out that takes advantage of all their qualities? What are they? Masterclass? I don't know.
Yeah, it's Masterworks.
There's a term for it now. Somebody in the chat will probably know about it.
Yeah, I think this is people are probably going to hail this as like among his probably his top 5. It's definitely, people are going to say this is definitely his Hall of Fame run. And yeah, this is definitely going to, it's got to be up for best makeup. It's got to be up for best makeup, best set design, probably best visual effects.
Pinocchio's, it's different. I could see the criticisms that some people had about it, but at the same time, I liked it. By the way, Aaron, I'll DM you after this to get your address. You know why?
Yeah. So I can send her an autographed copy of the Furious Blu-ray when it comes out.
Sure, I'll if that shit ever comes out. But guess what? It's going to be wrapped in a nice little onesie.
This kangaroo fixation, man.
And I have a buddy here who comes to our movie. She one that brought me Vegemite. And she comes through the door, we make eye contact. She's like, "What do you got? What kind of crazy shit?" Because it's like, when I get most of my Aussie buddies are good sports. Listen, Aussies are like interesting people, man.
We actually in the dojo, we actually had a guy. He's just he was just in town recently. He's heading back out of town, but he's from Australia. In my jiu-jitsu class, he was in town. And that guy's been around the block. He's jiu-jitsu and judo, tang sudo, kyokushin, taekwondo. That guy knows his stuff. That guy was sharing some stories with me and Ozzy was in my school and I really sharing his martial knowledge. So when is it coming out? Technically it is out if you're seeing it in the theater right now, but
you can get it if it won't. Australia, I don't know what they're doing.
I would think it's probably going to be like I'd imagine
you got to check, Aaron, because it might be out now. You just might not know about it because Netflix didn't really want you going to the theaters to see it.
Yeah, but on paper, it's going to be on Netflix this coming Friday, and I'm pretty sure that's basically going to be worldwide. I will look on.
Okay, you guys, listen. Del Taco. I do yourself better. Go to a mom and pop. Go to a tacos truck. They're out now, and get you a real monster burrito. If you're hungry, if you're not hungry, go to get. Nothing against Del Taco. Nothing against Del Taco, but their
Okay,
giant
Aaron.
stores are not big enough for me. I need.
Okay, so I just looked up on IMDb right now. Yeah, it's going to be in Australia. Yeah, pretty much everywhere it's going to be on Netflix on the 7th. So it will be on Netflix on the 7th in Australia.
I don't know.
This
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. To me, seeing something on the big screen outside of the Blade Runner movies doesn't really mean as much to me as it means to a lot of you guys.
Yeah, I'm glad I saw this theatrically. This again.
For me, I'm glad you. For those of you who want to, I'm glad it's available for you. I'm just fine seeing it on a regular TV screen.
And see, that's where I really would let. I mean, I'm going to Google this actually. Like, what if Del Toro's talked about he had any kind of like contractual stipulation like this? It's not just Netflix wanting to.
Well, no, there was no real stipulation about that. It's like they put it in. They didn't put it in theaters for him. They put it in for him, but for his Academy consideration.
Well, I get that, but that's where I'm wondering. Like, did he like have any say like, okay, when he signed the dotted line, was that also a condition he had? Like, this has.
Well, no, because I'm going to guess. I'm not sure. I'm going to guess no, because if so, he would have gotten wide distribution. This ain't shit, dude. You're like accidentally finding this movie.
Well, I mean, no, that's not. I mean, that's
the store just dropped the movie and said, "Hey, exactly. I'm here."
I pulled up my phone, looked on Fandango night. It's like, oh,
and you saw how I found it playing in Vegas. So I'm thinking that if he had some kind of agreement, that it would be much wider distribution instead of
I could see
that over it like it's a landmark. Could be wrong. All right, like to answer the fourth question, I'm not sure, because I've watched the entirety of this season on my TV, and it's just meant as much to me as it would mean in any type of format. However, this is unique. I may go do this just because this is something that's cool, and I do love this show. Man, that trailer for that 5th season is my goodness. I don't know if we played it. No, we haven't played it because I'm not getting taken down, because it uses a Queen song. It uses "Who Wants to Live Forever." And the connection of that, which is so cool, is it's this show. I think this next season takes place in 1986. It's still in even though they're like 30 now, but it's in 1986, and obviously Highlander got released in 1986. The way this mix up of "Who Wants to Live Forever" is brilliant. It's intense, and then they intertwine it with the this. It's going to be hard for me to top season 4. Season 4, I told you, should be in schools and taught.
That's one of the things that kind of annoyed me about the Bohemian Rhapsody movie, because it ends with the Live Aid concert, which is 85. So that means they don't get to Princes of the Universe and Highlander, because it ends in 85. It says, Freddie passed away 6 years later. So
that's not part of his story either. So.
That song's so iconic, and they're so associated with Highlander through that song. It's like you took like a good chunk of Queen's history out of it.
I think the the Live Aid moment was much larger than that, because everyone saw that. Not everybody saw Highlander. It bombed, remember? So
nobody saw it at the time. Yes, it's we found success.
Everybody that had a TV set saw live. I watched Live Aid live. So, Live Aid, if you're telling a story about Freddie Mercury, that's what you're probably going to stick to. My TV's so small. My TV's 76 feet, 75 inches. You're lying, so I don't really care what number you type in about your TV.
Yeah.
But it really doesn't matter about the size of this TV. I'm not a guy that really is. It took me forever to get a big TV. I'm not that guy.
That's the thing too about like as far as like the dichotomy of like theater releases and streaming releases right now is the TVs we got now. I mean, pretty much everything's a flat screen now, but the flat screens are getting big enough to where it's almost like you got like a theater size screen in your living room if you got a big enough one.
Well, so I have a movie screen. I legitimately have a 20-foot movie screen. If I wanted to do that, but I don't even do that because the size really doesn't mean that much.
So you can almost, in your living room, you can almost have something fairly close to like a theatrical experience with the kind of the TVs we have now. So that's part of why I think that's kind of contributes to the the streaming versus theatrical sort of.
Well, but here's the thing: that the people who want everything to be on the big screen got to realize that there's a good, just over 50% of the people just don't fucking care. They just want to see it. And when it comes to Stranger Things, there's no. The thing that's going to blow me away when it comes to Stranger Things is the story and the characters. I don't care if it's on my phone. I don't care. The way they tell their stories, I don't care where I see it. I just need to see it. And 75 for me, fourth, is too big, to be honest. Yeah, so 75-inch TV. I mean, I got it, because I got a good deal, and I'm like, it's the biggest TV I've ever owned. But at the same time, I don't really need it to be that big, If it wasn't the fact that there wasn't a real price difference in between the 60s and the 48s, if I was going to go get a TV, I may as well get the one for the most bang for my buck. But I'm not that kind of guy, And I know that it's got to be in 4K. I don't give a fuck about 4K. I don't. Oh, got to see it in IMAX and all that. No, I don't. No, I don't. I mean, a lot of the movies that I go into, I end up buying the ticket that's available. Sometimes it's IMAX, sometimes it's not. Yes, please like and subscribe. How Jordan? Long time no see. How you doing? Okay. We still got about an hour and 10 minutes till we celebrate the return of our property, the return of our hour. I can only guarantee it's protection for 6 months. That's the bad news. It's gonna. The thief is coming around. He's going to try to rob us again. And unless they change the laws, he just might be successful. Yes, Hal Jordan, congratulations to all the Dodger fans that made it out of that alive. Some of you probably need to go to the cardiologist. Because that game aged me. That game was a tough watch, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now we're making dick jokes with the TVs. All right. Okie dokie. Gotcha. Okay. So, don't want to celebrate these moments alone. What time is it? I think it's when we reach 2. So we got about an hour. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm in a good mood tonight. Get my hour back. Got a good burger. Fuck Brad. And the Dodgers won the World Series. I mean, damn. So even my chat, even the miscreants in the chat that I'm about to put this link into the chat for, even they can't fuck up this night. Even though Fourth 1000 is going to try.
Oh, it's going to be a panel?
Yeah, we're gonna bring in the return of our property in with a group of people, and y'all better be wearing hats and noisemakers, because you've had 6 Brad had 6 months. We've been chasing this thing for 6 months.
I'll properly prepare next year. I got 1 year now for the next time we get our hour back.
Wouldn't it have been look cool with both of us at something?
No, see, I want to do it. I want to get one of those hats that has like the little propeller thing on top of it. That's how I would do it.
That's not festive. That's just stupid. You're like Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Or Fourth, if you got a party hat, come on with it. All right, here we go. Because I intentionally made this a short show tonight. Because right now I'm running on adrenaline.
Well, you're about 8 minutes away to get your hour back, right? Because I already got the hour back.
No, for us, it's what time is daylight savings? It's when it reaches 2:00 here, I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
Sad that I don't know this. I think it's 2 because I know it's 2. It jumps to 3, right? Hold on.
Yeah. And when it's 3, it jumps to 2.
Yeah. Well, no. When it's 2, it jumps to 1. Mm. Hey, Google. What time do we set our clocks back in the Pacific time zone for daylight savings?
Clocks fall back at 2 a.m. local time, Pacific Daylight Time, on the first Sunday in November, which marks the return to Pacific Standard Time.
There you go.
I don't like that. That used to be the British woman voice. Now it's
That
sounds like Jarvis. It sounds like Al. It sounds creepy.
sounds like the guy like behind the counter that you rent a car from.
All right, so we got an hour. Left. All right, well here's this isn't too bad.
Mr. Duck Kazoo. Yeah.
I just never know what I'm getting, but I know it's going to be hilarious. I love Clint. I applaud the effort, man. I love the effort. It's like the highlight when I bring you on. Like what kind of duck is he going to pull out of his ass?
Yeah.
You wanted a party duck. I give you a party duck.
You did more than Brad did.
Yeah. By the way, I'm laying down now. I just don't like to put the camera on when I'm laying down. No.
Brad's laying down in sexy pose.
No. Turn on the camera and come back and be a co-host. What kind of lame, weak shit is that? Man, what is this? This is some weak stuff. That deserves the air horn. God damn it! I can't believe you're just gonna mail it in.
The mail horn and the buzzer. Okay.
Hey, the chat shame, Brad. What is this?
I'll come back on in a second. I see. When I'm on the couch, it's like I just want to lay down here.
Brad's getting in his sexy pose.
I don't need to vision that at all. Tany you, Clint. I don't need to see that.
And by the way, also Happy Day of the Dead. Yes. And,
yes. Well, now we got about 6 more minutes of it.
Dia de Muertos.
Yeah, we actually had some stuff going out down here, and they're not as big as it usually is, but there's been just some issues.
Death tried, but failed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Click. All right.
Have we got anybody in the chat besides me who's seen a Frankenstein?
What's his face? Larry did it.
Oh, Larry. Okay, cool.
I didn't have a party hat.
Did you not know when daylight savings was?
Well, I never celebrated before. I did find, as to keep in good spirits, I found the closest thing that was near me.
Okay. I'm afraid, but let's see it. That works. That's tons more effort than the co-host put on there. See,
a party tiara.
It's not that bad. See that?
So like,
not only did you not come with a hat or a noisemaker, you're like lying on the couch like we're just at a summer party, man.
So but fourth he brought like Princess Diana's crown for the look of it.
He brought something.
I brought my party duck.
Dude, you're
as a hat and a kazoo.
Dude, I thought I had a like badass Blu-ray collection. You put me to shame, man.
Yeah, he's keeping physical. You and Robert Meyer Burnett are keeping physical media alive.
This is just one shelf.
Holy shit! I buy them. Like I said, I think I have 3 DVDs to my name. Actually,
Blade Runner 1.
Guess what one of them is? Guess what one of them is?
Blade Runner 2049.
And then the other one is the first Blade Runner.
Yeah, it's over there. The international cut, because it's the only cut I recognize.
I want a special edition of 2049 with less scenes. That would be right up my alley.
I'm not falling for it tonight. You can't. You see, you can't. No one can fuck up my night. No one.
Maybe like maybe like 2048, 2038. Whatever the runtime they can get it down to.
I got the comics for that 2038.
I think I got it. So
you got any good movies in there, or is it just a bunch of romance and shit?
Romance. I got all my A-list stuff up here. I
used to be in order, but I had to reach it. Shelf?
Oh, no.
Huh?
That's the DC shelf we were looking at right there.
Oh, there we go. Of course, Brad's going to do it on that.
Yeah,
It's all foreign and Ghana patch and Ghana snatch.
Where do you get your stuff from now? Is it Amazon, or is there still places you can go where you?
I haven't bought a brand new one in probably about 4 years, except for Terrifier series.
Wait. Fourth, go back to the right real quick. Go back to the right real quick. Now zoom in there. Zoom in. Oh, look what Fourth has there.
Mockingjay?
No, next to it.
Ghana Snatch?
No, the Raid movies.
Oh, you already
Those-
yeah. So
Those two masterpieces.
all that shit on the shelf, and
I
that's
got
what you
some-
zeroed in on.
Damn right, it's what I zeroed in on.
this one goes hard right here. Hell yeah, that's a classic right there.
Let me
Oh,
see it.
Puss in-
Is that Puss in
Puss
Boots?
in
Nah, not for me.
This is
You
about
do have
this is as
way
far
better
as I
than
made it
stuff,
into the series of the Fast and Furious. I ended on 6. I never saw one after 6.
You really
There's
didn't miss. You're not missing shit. Dude.
No, dude, just see 7 and Hobbs and Shaw, and that's
Don't even. 7 sucks. Why do you keep
7's
saying 7?
awesome.
7 is trash, dude.
7 is
How you saw? I'll give you 7 is fucking,
and
fucking
no, they-
garbage.
dude, they both have Statham in it. I think you'd like those the most.
That doesn't say that movie. That's they do. There's too much stupid shit going on. It's like somebody throwing something good at you, right, to catch, and then but they're throwing a bunch of garbage at you at the same time. You don't know what to.
No, that's 9, man.
Oh, that's a lot, dude.
Oh yeah.
You got any laser discs?
Battles.
I used to, but I got rid of. I had 800 VHSs that was started from my dad's collection,
Be right back.
and I moved and I put them in a.
I think I have.
So
Did I sell
fourth,
that
wait a
laser?
minute, fourth. So how come you weren't standing up for me when like William and Clint were saying I'm the only guy who'd seen the Raid?
He did. He just
I told you I saw the raid.
No, you let them just just constantly just turn that into a punchline.
The only thing I turn into a punchline, Brad, about the raid is how you can connect any subject to the raid.
Yeah, well, now one of them is fourth.
No, you turned it into a punchline. We just let you run with it. What the hell?
Oh, I saw the killer there.
Oh yeah, I got it here somewhere. My freaking eyes aren't what they used to
So,
be.
Brad,
Oh.
get it straight. I'm really not making fun of the raid. I'm making fun of you and your ability to make anything about the raid.
Well, then you guys are gonna
I
find.
still
you're
need to
gonna
watch this.
John Wick. Yeah, well, that's and yeah. You apparently.
I've only seen the first one.
It's, really?
Okay. I have one laser disc at the store, and I'm going to try to.
Where's the adult entertainment shelf?
What are the absolute dregs of a movie?
Oh, and it's date. I mean, talk about dating something. You got a laser disc of it.
Absolute.
What is it?
Alien Resurrection.
Well, why that one?
I got it in a collection, and it was in there.
My
Got
fifth
it.
grade teacher. The last time I saw anybody use that was a laser disc or anything. My fifth grade teacher had this. Anybody else have this? For it's about the one dude who like travels like on his. He goes to like buy like
Stop bringing up this person. You read their comment. Don't bring them up. I don't want that fucking.
But that image is hilarious.
No, it is not. It's
I don't know where my anime stuff is. Somebody asked me about anime stuff. Oh shit.
Oh, okay. That's a real. I mean, you got to give him that, William.
Which one?
Stop bringing, dude. Give me. I'm gonna. Okay, so this is all right. So it's not fourth because actually fourth is on here with us while this person is here.
Terrifier.
So I have to now eliminate fourth from being.
It's probably Spidey then.
It might be Larry. Larry, is this you?
No, it's Spidey. It's got to be Spidey.
It's probably Brad himself.
It is not me.
Brad doesn't have too many carrier pigeons to have 2 accounts.
Here's my favorite animation. I love this movie.
Paranorman?
Yeah. Hated it when I first saw it, and I learned to love it.
What is it? Hold on, I'm looking.
Yeah, by the way, Larry is denying that I gave birth to Jim Carrey. I think it's Spidey. I think it's
Where the hell is my? I was trying to find one in particular, but I can't. So I'll just have to say
From
that
your adult
I too also.
Oh, they got
That's a
Dodgers
whole other
merchandise
shot.
out already.
I see there's RoboCop there.
Oh, there we go. Here we go, William.
Is it? What version of it? Of the
It
later?
looks like that's the international
Final cut.
Oh, Final Cut. Okay.
Nah. I don't think you can get the international cut separately. You have to get it as part of the set. I know you can rip it somewhere, but I don't like to do that. I like to have the actual.
And it's It's the perfect metaphor that those movies sit right next to.
To Planet of the Apes and
can't see it.
Sin City.
Are they gonna make
Oh,
another
Human Centipede.
Oh my god.
Are they gonna make another Planet of the Apes?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, yeah. After the last one, totally.
Humans. We're not talking about human centipede.
Yeah.
I am proud that I was the only place in this state to show it. And like I said, I was, that was a high moment for me. I mean, it could have been a different film. And I would have been
you said also, it was definitely, monetarily, you definitely.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! We sold. I mean, we kept it. 2-3 o'clock in the morning. We were showing that shit. We had
3 o'clock in the morning. It was that there were that many people who
We
watched.
were the only place
movie
in Nevada that showed it. All these theaters we got out here, none of them would show it. They took a look at that shit and it said absolutely not. They didn't even want the posters.
So people drove from all over. People
William.
drove from all over the state to see this disgusting movie.
And they were right to not show it.
Yeah, the poster for Human Centipede. You can go back to my Instagram or my Facebook because I didn't have Instagram at the time in 2010 and look at the poster for it. The poster was so fucking offensive. You couldn't display the poster. My landlord, when I put the poster, I had one to put out that IC put me. My landlord asked me to take the poster down. It was so offensive.
And think about this. Like, theaters allowed them to display the poster of a movie called Freddy Got Fingered.
Oh, now Terrifier. We're in a different place now. But in 2010, we weren't in that place.
Yeah.
Because Terrifier is far more graphic and goofy.
Yeah.
Human Centipede is just nasty. Obviously, because of without us saying it on the stream, obviously because of what it entails, it's pretty gross.
It's a shit show, literally.
You said entails.
And part 2 is far worse than Human Centipede 1. Human Centipede 1 is the Disney Channel compared to 2.
Yeah, the first one actually leaves a lot more in the imagination than you would think. But
yeah, the second one does not.
Yeah, much too. It's that
Childhood right here. Rad. Rad.
Yeah, 2 is in black and white, except for one aspect of Centipede 2 is in black and white, except for certain things, and you know what they are. How you doing, Hosea?
Okay, Human Centipede 3 broke me because it was so mean-spirited, especially to the porn actress that was starring in the movie.
I just thought they were trying to cash in by 3. Let's make the world's largest cinema.
I never saw 3. So,
it wasn't good. I mean, it was not that the first two were Ben-Hur, but I mean,
it lost its movie integrity by the third showing.
Yeah, the series is not aspiring to like good in any conventional sense.
Yeah, everything that is wrong with society was in Human Centipede. Everything that was wrong with everything was wrong with people, whether you knew it about yourself or not, was brought forth. People came to that movie, and like I said, the people who came from multiple viewings. The people who came for multiple viewings, those are the people I was like, okay, what's going on?
Yeah, I would have said the same thing.
Like, what are you doing? And they came and they knew it was in the movie.
Your next Halloween roster.
We still had the ice cream, the soft serve. And they were getting it like they were eating it while they were watching the scenes.
Oh, sis,
that's not Brad's sister. For those of you who think Brad is creepy without all that, that's no. And you don't need it, Aaron. You don't need.
No, you don't need it.
There's nothing in the Outback to prepare you for that movie.
We got to put this on the roster.
Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Don't watch it while you're eating.
Don't watch it at all.
Yeah, don't watch it while you're having.
William, no, come on, come on. Of all the jokes you could tell about,
I was so funny because all the people, dude, is this all you have is ice cream? Can we get any popcorn? Nah, we don't need any popcorn.
Oh yeah, you mentioned like you serve like chocolate ice cream for that.
Yeah. And it did this, and it shaped it like that.
Did you have like a trash can, on hand?
Nobody threw up. Nobody threw up.
Yeah.
I was ready.
Here's some romance for you.
We had plastic on the floor, so we were ready. And on the screen.
Oh, what's we got here?
So I was asking about anime. There you go. The best anime. The comics are awesome.
Yeah, no,
you need to sit that right next to Blade Runner because it was
that was the one I remember when I said it was. I think we did that. When did we do that watch party? Like about 8 months ago or something.
Oh yeah, we did that, didn't we?
Well, because I mentioned I had never seen Akira, and everybody's like,
Oh yeah, you gotta see Akira.
yeah, you guys. As soon as I said
Akira, Ghost in the Shell. I mean, I'm not an anime guy per se. I don't hate it, but there's certain ones I even because they're heavily influenced by the genre that I love.
When I said that, I might as well have said I had never seen The Matrix. I mean,
Did you ever see Good Boy Fourth?
Not yet. I felt like it was going to be on Shutter like in a week. So
It's gonna
I
be
waited.
it's really quick. It's good. It's already got a date. That's what I wanted to go see it too. That's another time.
This is what happens: you get married, and your wife's taste gets mixed up in your freaking collection.
Oh, okay. I'm not a Melissa McCarthy fan at all.
Just clacks hits the ground.
I'm not a Melissa McCarthy fan at all.
Here we go. This one goes hard right here.
I like them on like Saturday Night Live and things like that. Oh my god.
This one goes hard.
Look,
we do a double feature, right? Halloween 2, and then we lighten the mood up with Ponyo. Send you right out the door in a good way.
Fourth is definitely have some hot takes on like watch party ideas tonight.
Yeah, Halloween. That I thought that movie was awful, and I loved it. I like Rob. I have a lot of respect for his vision when it's his vision. But that adaptation, those two movies are some of the worst horror movies I've ever seen. I do not, and like I said, that was like when we saw, and some of it is because it's not good, and some of it is because McDowell is not Pleasance. It's not him. He is, and then you look how much Donald Pleasance as Dr. Loomis is Halloween franchise, because all Michael Myers doesn't do anything, doesn't say shit. He just moves around like a robot. It's how he's described. He's not a man. Stop talking about it like he's a man.
I looked in his eyes. There was nothing but pure evil. Yeah.
It's like I spent 8 years trying to treat him. I spent the next 7 trying to make sure he never got. I mean, the way when we were watching his sessions, the way his cadence is, it's everything, and that was missing in that movie. Plus, the movie just wasn't good. And Rob Zombie could do better. He's done better.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, you may not agree. I mean, you watch some of his movies that he's done himself, and that's all his. Yes, they are disturbing, but I come from watching Trauma. That ain't shit.
This is the way they draw absolute.
Oh my god, this is on Liquid TV. This was the Max. This was when Sam Keith. This was one of the very first cartoons that they did for a comic book.
Wasn't that on HBO?
No, that was an MTV. When this is the first adaptation of a comic book that was a cartoon that actually used the art style that originated the IP. They tried to with Spider-Man. They tried to use dit codes, but it just doesn't work. But you look at the Max and you watch the episodes of it, it is exactly as Sam Keith has drawn that character. And that book is so disturbing. That came from Sam Keith's influence when he was writing Sandman. That's what got him that book. And that and the Hulk, that show he could draw. But if you read his, you read the stuff that's on the that he was doing with Neil Gaiman with Sandman, you'll see where the influence. Sandman heavily influenced the Max, and that's one of the great achievements of the early '90s, right there.
Yeah, that's my favorite comic book character.
Yeah, yeah. The way Sam Keith drew women was like borderline obscene, man. I mean, the curves that he would put on his women.
He could draw like really. The panels switch from like really detailed to like really like minimalist. Yeah. It's like that book is just it's art because it's drawn, but like the way he drew it makes it like art plus.
And when you look at it, you look at their faces, like Julie's faces. It goes from having all this expression, right, to having like when she's like doesn't want to talk about something like Mr. Gone or any of those other things. All of her facial expression, her entire face like disappears in shadows, and they transferred that over to the TV show. Man, I miss Liquid television. I miss MTV when they were.
The story is just bizarre in itself too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about from Liquid TV, right?
What's that?
Aeon Flux.
Yep. Aeon Flux, Beavis and Butthead. A lot of that stuff came from that. What was cool about the Max was the same thing that made Vertigo, Jonah Hex, Sandman, all those books, because they weren't superhero books. They were dealing with trauma. Julie, that main character in the Max, is dealing with being, assaulted. And she created this to deal with all that. And if you look at the Sandman, a lot of the characters are normal characters, not the deities and like Morpheus and Death. A lot of the average people are dealing with shit. And those are the first type of comics that really were popular without a superhero-centric type of thing. And they were dealing, the kids that were buying those and reading the Max and reading the Sandman were going through shit. Just the same people who were listening to grunge. The same demo was listening to grunge. And that was their outlet. I love the Max. I think the Max was probably one of the most important comics of the 90s, to be honest with you. And for it to get a TV adaptation, it got it quick. The Max hadn't been out a long time. The Max had only been out about a year or two. Got that. So that was amazing.
So Jim Carrey wants to know if you have Howard the Duck.
Stop.
I do not. Or it may be buried in my other shelf. I don't know.
I got it on digits so that we can do our annual things.
Yeah. Is Max just like heavy metal?
Stylistically, you could say that. You could say that as far as it's not as explicit as heavy metal.
Yeah,
it's done in the same visual style as a Simon Bisley or a Frazetta, especially because Sam Keith was heavily influenced by Frazetta. In fact, you look at the way he draws women, and you look at Frazetta, so he's heavy, but not with the explicit nature. Heavy metals, the difference is not only do you have all that, there's boobies and all kinds of stuff that's like every other page. You can't flip through that. So
yeah, I would agree. It's heavy metal that it exists the way it does, but I would describe it as beautifully melancholy.
Yeah.
Because the main character thinks that he's supposed to be a superhero, but he's not really supposed to. He's supposed to be keeping the girl company so she doesn't remember things too much too fast, or else she'll destroy herself.
Yeah, because that's her coping mechanism. The movie that I most liken to the Max is my favorite Robert Williams movie, The Fisher King. The Fisher King, because his coping mechanism to deal with the loss of his girlfriend. By the way, you haven't seen The Fisher King, you need to. If you think you have a best Robin Williams movie in your mind, you still might think so after seeing The Fisher King, but I think this would challenge it if you haven't seen it. It is the movie he should have won the Academy Award for. But once again, Hannibal Lecter took everybody's Academy Award that year.
Wait, have you seen this?
Let me see it.
I don't know how close or far, if I'm too close for the camera.
It says Ninja, all right? Am I reading it?
Yeah, it says Ninja Scroll.
Ninja Scroll.
Oh, yeah. I know of it, but I've never seen it.
Okay, we got to watch this. Like, if you're not big on animation, this goes hard. It is badass.
How long is it?
It's like probably 90 minutes.
That's not bad. All right, we're about 40 minutes from getting 45 minutes, I think, from getting our hour back.
What's the Brad?
How much Bradworthy is in your stash?
Yeah, how many Brad?
I don't know how old school Brad goes. I got Sonny Chiba stuff.
Well, once you tell him stuff, he'll bring you up some abstract, ridiculous way that he found out about some shit that had been around 100 years. I saw that. I saw it on The Simpsons. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I saw it on The
Did you know that so-and-so character was also the assistant producer on The Raid?
He's like,
guys,
I saw this character at.
Guys,
Batman. I'm like, what?
Keep making these Ray jokes for like the because you're gonna want to transition when we get the Furious is finally out. You think I think that's gonna be the successor through all your Ray jokes.
Great. I hope it makes $1 billion. It doesn't move the needle for me. I'm glad
give me movies I don't give a shit about for 1,000, Alex.
I wasn't gonna put it that way, but I mean,
and by the way, I don't care how many zeros are behind whatever donation you want to throw at it. I am not seeing Scary Movie 6.
What's that?
Man bites dog.
Brad?
What's that?
Who brought up Scary Movie?
Well, because you guys have every time you tell me.
No, not today. Not today.
I didn't say one.
I'm preempting that because when that trailer drops, you guys are gonna be DMing me about that. Say, "Oh, Brad, like you're."
Aaron's the one who tortures you.
No,
You get
it was
pictures from down under.
no,
She's the one
no,
that
it
tagged
was
you in
no, it
that
was
shit, not
Ruth.
me. Don't
Ruth.
be blaming that on me.
Ruth willed this into existence, and I love Ruth, but
And Aaron helped.
Ruth.
Aaron hopped alongside her right away. She was a co-conspirator.
I love Ruth. Ruth. I know you still watch. I love you, Ruth, but you just everybody has their one like bad day where they just drop the ball, and you hex this into
You
existence.
like those movies. The majority of people, people love those movies. They make money. They don't keep making those type of movies when they once those movies start to lose money, they get rid of them.
Ruth is more associated with Howard the Duck than Scary Movie.
Ruth was which is in the comments one night. She said, "Hey, wouldn't it be hilarious if they made Scary Movie 6?" I love Ruth, but you failed. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed, Ruth.
Whose volume is so loud?
I've stayed the same.
Which one of us is too loud? Because I may have to adjust my sound.
Me.
Could be me. Just want to make sure.
Could be me.
Or is it the whole show? If this is the whole show, I don't think I can adjust the volume on this creeper. Okay.
William, by the way, it's a more serious kind of note here. Let me go ahead and bring this up because this actually.
Are you going to try to ruin my night?
No.
It smells like you're about to be bratted.
Well, this isn't a video.
All right. Fourth, is this you? Is that you, Fourth? Or is it your...
Okay, so... But this kind of goes like a little bit. We're talking about like theaters and streaming a minute ago. Okay, so October's box office haul is expected to land with around 425 million, making this the worst October since 1997. Now, not counting 2020. So, I don't know. Anybody got any thoughts on that?
Yeah, people are broke. There wasn't a lot of trick or treaters out here, dude. Everything that is not feeding your kids or taking care of essential things is going to take a hit right now. It's unfortunate. I mean, luxuries. If it's a luxury, if it's considered a luxury, non-essential, it's going to take a hit, and it sucks because a lot of small businesses, rely on that. Movie theaters, movies are a luxury. And if you have the option of waiting, then that's what's going to happen. It sucks. It's not even. Some of the movies suck. But even then, before all this, even shitty movies made some money. Now it's like 35 days. I'm not even going to take the risk. That this movie might suck. I can't afford to. So yeah, it's entertainment in general is struggling right now. Yeah, I don't know where people are finding money to go to football games, but those are probably people that are in a higher percentile, and but everybody else, movies,
or the people that did the World Series. Oh my God!
Yeah, I wanted to go. I wanted to take my dad, and I'm like, I knew there was no chance, but I looked into it. I'm like, okay, that was a quick.
I mean, you're probably in hindsight thinking that was wise investment not to go.
Yeah. Well, because it ended up in Canada, and I wouldn't be able. If I go to Canada, Trump might not let me back in. So I got to be careful, especially if he follows my Facebook page.
Some of those football money people might be doing either or.
Especially if you start speaking German, William.
Yeah, no, he's going to look at my birth. He's going to look at my birth certificate and be like, "Wait a minute, you were born where?"
Can you tariff the World Series? I'm kind of wondering. If we found a way, is that the new thing that's going to be tariffed next?
No. There's contracts involved
because there's so many things that are being tariffed now that I did not know were tariffable.
Well, the TV network in TSN in Toronto has nothing to do with America and then American broadcasting. And here, Fox Sports you can't tariff. Because ad revenue comes from two places and it's collectively bargained. So you can tariff movies, but you can't broadcast TV, television. It's really hard to do. So here's Aaron. Aaron,
what happens when you get your hour back? Then what are you going to do?
Oh, I'm going to be sitting here with you guys. What I'm going to do tonight, I'm not going to get any sleep because as soon as I'm done here, I'm still sinking in my World Series win. So I got to go watch highlights and shit. Might we watch the game, and eat and go to sleep, and then from this point on, it's about getting ready for Christmas, getting the gift sets together. That's why I was digging through all these shit.
Well, yeah, you Black Friday coming up in a couple weeks here.
I'm saying, how are you going to mark the occasion? You're just going to throw your hands up in the air and woohoo.
Is LA gonna burn tonight?
Nah.
Okay.
I don't think LA is going to burn. I'm looking at the news. I got a live feed, and I came in with a hat. I mean, the co-host didn't follow suit, even though he knew this day
You
was
gotta
coming.
go all out. You gotta have like the lights turned down and Genuine's pony start playing and
No,
hit that
we're not.
kazoo.
All right, we're not fucking. There's no foreplay needed here. What the fuck?
You needed a
What?
walrus with a hat.
Oh yeah, I need a walrus mask.
What's up? No, you don't need this avatar. That's what you don't need.
It's the avatar since day one. I signed up on YouTube. I cannot change it.
Not good. Well, what?
And
Dude,
people
you
get
changed
mad
it.
when
That's when you were being 2 or 3 different people that day. You got caught. You changed it again. Change it now?
Oh no, that was an entirely different account. That was a sub account.
entirely different account that you created.
This isn't
Okay,
your
look at-
YouTube account. This is your StreamYards account.
Yeah, but I try to be honest with you guys. You guys keep calling me the fly. The only sub account I have right now was the Suge Knight. That's the last one I made.
Suge Knight. What? Oh, yeah. That was a wild show.
And then I don't know
I liked
if you
it
have
when
any
you were
questions.
Walrus.
I will delegate the truth as to who I've been.
Hey, Larry, why don't you come on? So you never sleep. You're on a different time zone. But you're always.
Oh no! If this was Max's stream, Larry, we couldn't get Larry to shut up.
Oh, he gets on there. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I haven't watched Max in quite a while. But he's still streaming? He doesn't pop up on my thing anymore.
Yeah, what's going on with Max?
Actually,
Did he do it to the Max show tonight? I need to jump on. I used to jump on it all the time. I've just been busy.
Funnily enough, actually, the last one because I was actually looking at his channel earlier today. I think one of his last ones that pops up, if not the last one, is about Netflix potentially going to, or Warner potentially going to Netflix, and it has Zack Snyder's face on it.
Oh, I might have muted Netflix and WB, so I might have not popped up. So I just don't have anything to add to that.
I see collabs with him and Rhea.
Yeah, they've been
those are nice. Yeah. I stay away from a lot of stuff because if I don't have anything to add, I'm just saying the same shit. People are like, oh, that YouTube.
Well, okay, but I mean, but you definitely had thoughts about Lanterns being seemingly releasing after Supergirl.
That's bullshit. I don't think that's necessary for them to do that.
Well, yeah. Again, the only reason I can think of, and this is like all speculation, but is that chronologically there may be stuff in Supergirl that feeds into Lanterns, so it's like okay, that makes the most sense release wise. Which
so we're talking about July.
Yeah, because I mean they've finished filming. They're well into post production, so it's like they could easily have that up on HBO Max by like February, March. So
what am I going to do? See, here's the thing about this universe. The biggest problem that I have about this universe and the DC and all these what DC's done is their frequency. It's really easy to lose. Like, granted, you won't lose me for Lanterns. It's going to piss me off. But everybody else is going to be like, dude, where's the frequency? Where's the output? What's next?
One then Marvel, it's the opposite problem. Is that they're throwing too much at you.
They're not. That's not really too much. They're throwing the right amount at you. They're doing what you should be doing. If you want to keep my attention, you can't be stringing shit off 8-9 months apart. Fuck that. I'm going on.
Well, with Marvel, I'm talking about like like mainly that was attributed to the old Disney Plus shows, and I mean the fact that most
that was Chapek, and trust me, guys, they're going to go back to that. If you think that model is dead for good, I got a buffalo out here ready to walk into this fucking store.
Okay, well, just make them better than Secret Invasion, though.
Listen, you're gonna have a stinker even on the best day. Even now with this new wave of shit, I guarantee you, there's gonna be one in there that's shitty, and they'll be able to get away with it because they're the MCU. Just like they get away with mediocre movies like Captain Marvel because of the things. If Secret War and Doomsday and Spider-Man Brand New Day hit like I think they're gonna hit, they could throw you anything they wanted in between. People will eat it up. They'll either eat it up or not watch it, and it won't hurt anything. That's good momentum. But DC is not even near that. I mean, okay, so I guess you got done with Peacemaker. What's next? That's
lost 2 monumental movies. One's a show being Lanterns and Mortal Kombat.
Yes. Well, I know. Well, Aaron and Brad are definitely
shit about Mortal Kombat. But
Won't
you're
go
trying to
wombat in Australia.
you're trying to get the momentum going and keep people engaged. Okay, if they're going to do this, then they need to come up with different ways to engage people in the interim. You know?
Do you think also it might be they might have been? And again, this is like just speculation on my part. Do you think that maybe they might have originally planned to put it out February or March, and then with now this merger happening, they decide to kick it back just to kind of see how that unfolds?
No, I don't think the merger has anything to do with it.
You think so?
Yeah, I think there's a narrative reason. Which that's why I thought that this stuff should have been a lot tighter from the get-go. Especially remember when he announced this stuff, I thought it should have been a lot tighter and a lot more frequent, especially with your TV shows and your movies. So basically we're going a year between movies. If you look at it, because Superman was the last movie.
Yeah.
And it's next July that I'm getting another movie.
Right, June.
That's Supergirl?
It's June. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
But that's basically a year, yeah.
Okay.
The output's really slow.
Yeah, I have no problem with that, but they got to get that interim. They got to fill in those gaps. You know, if we're not watching shit, we need to be talking about shit. And that show needs to be totally revamped and redone.
Yeah.
And if you're going to tell me there's a year between cinematic movies, which I don't think is a good idea personally, then you need to fill in the gaps with all kinds of stuff. You know, listen, that show. Scott Snyder needs to be on that show. All these people, DC right now is more than just the movies and TV shows.
Yeah, they got a Nightfall animated movie coming out. Talk about that.
A what?
They got a Nightfall animated movie coming out. They're gonna have to ride that wave.
Which one?
The Nightfall animated 4-parter.
Oh,
shit that people are actually going to go see. If you're not going to have the tent poles closer together, then you got to have something in there to keep people from drifting away. It's real easy to pick up. I think that's one of the things that hurt the DCU. Not only because they came up with bad ideas, that was a big problem, but their output sucked, man. Their output was horrible. So I don't know how true this is. I know the rumors going around in some credible outlets, but at the same time, I mean, I haven't heard it from them. I haven't heard it from DC. I haven't heard it from James Gunn. And I've made myself look like an ass by chasing down these threads that are not him. So when he tells me that it's going to be June, July, whatever, then I'll believe it. But I'm not going to be happy about that. I'm like, at the same time, you're telling me that. What else you got? What do you got to keep our attention between now and then? And it doesn't have to be a movie. It doesn't have to be. What are you doing in between now? Because there's no TV shows on the horizon. Then, if Lanterns isn't happening until the summer, Supergirl's not happening until the summer. You're going back to focusing on just one aspect of DC then, and you can't do that, in my opinion, with these things so far apart. So let's talk comics on that show. Let's have James Gunn and Scott Snyder sit side by side on the sofa talking about stuff, getting people excited about stuff. Yes. So at the time as these things get here, then we're schooled on them. I don't know.
We don't have content deserts.
Ooh. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I don't think that's good. Especially if the stuff is good. Especially if you depending on how you feel about it, you may have a different opinion. But okay, let's say for argument's sake, it's good. I like it. I like it enough to want more, right? Then give me more. Not of that same thing necessarily, but give me more. Have these things. I'm surprised that they don't have these things plotted out to where the intervals are like basically a network that I travel through from Peacemaker season 2 to Supergirl. I'm surprised they don't do that. Where when Marvel, that's one of Marvel's problems too. When Marvel went through a problem with their not only was their output not good, but the stuff that they were putting out was mediocre and it was Z-listers. But when they were putting out their A-listers, you had your Guardians of the Galaxy, you had your no names, you had your things like that rode on the tide that the A-listers bought in the frequency. And when they weren't doing that is where things were like, you had more time to think about, this ain't that good. So, yeah, I'm not real happy about that if that's true, but oh well. All right, we got 28 minutes left of the show. And Robert, yeah, he got a star. He got a star. I guess John Carpenter was supposed to get it on the same day, but he didn't want to take away from the spotlight. That was Robert Englund. I thought that was cool. Yeah, that's a bummer. Oh, somebody's knocking on the door.
This late?
Not me.
It is Las Vegas.
I
Nah, they
thought
just
it's like
want my
this
door's open if they want to come.
the city that sleeps by 9.
Well, yeah, it used to be. Now it's like Mayberry. I'll be right back.
Careful, William.
Yeah, in that neighborhood.
Somebody who needs a comic book at 1:33 a.m.
There's one time, what was this one? There was somebody who called in about like an order he was picking up like really late from there. I guess it still gets clientele in there fairly late, but it's Vegas.
I got to get back there.
While we're waiting on William, let's talk about the Furious and the raid.
I'm surprised you haven't gone on Perp Show to talk about martial arts stuff. You mentioned it.
No, we did that. Yeah, I want to go back on the show at some point in the near future. But yeah, we had when I jumped on there, we like this two kung fu nerds about at the big 2-hour breakdown of all that. That was probably about 2-3 months ago. So we get back on there at some point.
Oh, that was a good episode.
Yeah, and he was sharing my Kenji interview left and right. So I appreciate that, Perp.
For you and the dinosaur, 65 million minutes in the making.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's like that's smart branding on his part because I mean, how many other talking raptors of on YouTube?
Oh man.
And same with Fourth. Like, how many other like horrifying walrus people do you know about on YouTube?
Oh yeah, and I love when I start like argue about movies.
You'd
online
be
and people
surprised.
see my
at the
avatar.
internet.
Huh?
Say again, Fourth.
Oh, I said I liked when I argue about movies online and people see my avatar. They instantly defaults. What the fuck do you know about good movies? You like fucking Tusk. Yeah. Nobody likes to be told what's good and what's bad by a walrus.
So,
Walrophobia.
well, what we got coming up the rest of I mean, the next big one, of course, is Prior Badlands. All right, I'm gonna take it for that. It's good.
Yep, I'm excited for that one.
The next thing I'm excited for is the season 2 of Fallout.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, that got a lot of remember that got a lot of praise in the first season draft.
You didn't have to play the game to understand it, but if you played the game, you got all the Easter eggs in it.
That's what I've heard people. I haven't seen it, but I've heard people say that.
Did you play the game, Clint?
Several of them.
Oh really? Oh shit. Are you would you call yourself a gamer currently? I never hear you talk about games. Or just select series.
I'm kind of a gamer, but recently, my vision's kind of faded, but I just got cataract surgery, so now I'm going to be able to play games again.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, you'll need yourself. You should treat yourself to a 75-inch TV, not to be in competition with my 86-inch TV. There's a pecking order to these things.
Like treat yourself to it, like it's just like getting a Starbucks.
Yeah. In fact, get yourself a 40-inch TV, Clint. Don't go too buck wild.
Okay.
I'm afraid to ask what you guys are talking about in my absence. Probably don't want to know.
What kind of customers, William, at 1:36 in the morning?
People that were at the Day of the Dead event over there. There's a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, okay. You have a celebration farms.
Yeah, they're just letting out, and as they're letting out, they're coming to the parking lot here, and they see a flashing open sign and a Green Lantern sign, and the door opened, and they came in.
Oh, you're still open?
Yeah. It's Vegas, man. I mean, I'm here.
I'm used to the 10 o'clock, and good luck. I'm Cali, so
Well, I'm from California.
After 10 o'clock.
Yeah, when you're in a place where, there's, when things are going right, you have people walking around. A lot of the people are walking through this plaza because there's a bar right over there. There's a Mexican-themed bar right there that just opened up. The Nuns just had a massive disco charity event where I got some of their people. They run all night.
The Nuns?
The Nunnery, where we do our Rocky Horror Picture Show from. They're down there. They have a huge performance venue. So, and then you have
Kim's is getting a second location.
Yeah, I will be there on Monday.
We need some more William IRL stuff content.
Monday.
There, it's a soft opening. It's a soft opening. So I
Oh,
said I would be their
damn.
first customer at both locations. In real life, that's what we're doing now, kind of. I mean, what do you mean? Other than my life's kind of boring. What do you want to see?
When you go to certain events.
Well, if you go to my Instagram, Rocky Horror. I mean,
what you call boring, William. We try to turn it up to 11 for you. Okay, that's what you got us for. You just got to show up.
Speaking of 11,
Stranger
What's up?
Things.
No, he's talking about Spinal Tap too.
Oh,
I wanted to wait till you were okay to do that. I didn't want to, I didn't know what you, how you'd be feeling. So we could do it next Saturday if you want.
that's cool.
Yeah, I just wanted to make. Like I said, you had surgery. You weren't feeling. I'm like, dude, I don't, I don't want to do it without you there. So, but yeah, Stranger Things. That you saw that trailer for Stranger Things. I'm assuming for, right?
I'm not watching any more trailers. I saw the first one. Reminded that it's coming out, and
Well,
my daughter, wife, and I are good
they're
to
not
go.
giving anything away in those trailers, dude. They did that shit for season 4. Where
Yeah.
everyone's like, oh, this is happening. I went, no, it didn't. It didn't give shit away. That trailer.
I get into it and I start remembering landmarks in the trailer, and so then it kind of like,
my
there's
mind
this guy dies because he hasn't said
you
this.
should watch this trailer. This trailer is one of the best trailers I've seen for a TV show. Period. And it has a Queen soundtrack too. It's in the show. I didn't think you could up the intensity from season 4. Season 4 is my favorite of all of the seasons, and the way that season ended was still every time the whole Eddie thing and his uncle. Every time I watched that scene when him and Dustin, that scene and just the whole Eddie situation was some of the best. That's the best one season addition or first season addition to a show that I've seen in a long time. But everything about that show, when they bring people in, it doesn't matter when they bring them in, because some of the cooler characters on that show were not there at the first 2 seasons. What's her face? Robin was not there. The redhead Max. Maxine wasn't there. Yeah, now, Murray. What's up?
Yes, Murray. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you go through your character list names.
Murray wasn't there.
We got like 2 extra Russians now, don't we? Or at least 1 extra.
Oh yeah, that Russian dude. I got connected to that guy. I thought he was kind of shitty until I realized what the whole gig was going. I liked him. I thought that story with Joyce and Hopper, them trying to go to Russia, I thought that was going to be the comedy relief and stupid thing. It's like, okay, I can speed past this. It ended up being when they were reunited, the way they shot that to make sure that everybody that was involved in that journey was in that full 360. I love that scene.
And that was I thought they were going to resolve that in like 2 episodes to try to get the whole gang together right away. They earned that fucking shit.
They went all the way. And like I said, Murray, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then when he's on the plane doing his kung fu, but he accidentally knocks out the pilot, and they almost all die.
Yeah. There you go, Brad. There's a kung fu guy on there, and he trains with kids.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
Sounds like somebody I
Do
know.
you have any inclination to get caught up or watch or start Stranger Things, Brad?
Yeah, but just have been meaning to for the longest time. It's
all the stupid shit you watch, you can't fit Stranger Things in there. God damn.
Would it be fair to say at least watch season 1, watch like 2 recaps of season 2 and 3 on YouTube so that you get kind of familiar?
See, I like
just jump straight to 4.
Season 2 was a little bit weak. Season 3 I like because that's when Robin came in and Starcourt and Billy. I thought that because season 3 is not the best, but it makes season 4 that much better. You really can't.
It does.
Don't overlook season 3. Watch season 3 and 4. Yeah, season 2. Okay.
My only gripe with the series at that point was that it felt like any season could be the first season because they always wrap up and it has the same type of energy where everything's okay and then the evil comes back. There was no carryover between seasons.
Season 4, that was a big.
Finally, season 4 to 5 has carryover.
That sucked. The way that ended, I'm like, oh shit. That was like that ending sticks with you for a while. But that whole, because they were putting up billboards to save what's his face, Steve. They were putting up billboards because everybody was afraid they were going to get him. The whole time they're afraid they're going to get him. And I'm like, dude, they're just stringing you guys along.
So let me ask you this then: what kind of body count, if at all, do you want for 5? Because
None.
even the main
Don't.
actress was like, "There's too many of us."
Well, yeah, but she's not writing the show, and then they can always bring in because there's a lot of people that can be brought in for a season and knocked off, and you can still get your body
Yeah.
count there. But if it's for the main people, I'm not a big thing. See, when Game of Thrones was doing this is what bothered me about Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones would kill people for shock value, but they wouldn't kill people to further the story. If it's not going to further the story, then none of them need to die. To be honest with you, I think 7 is going to end up sacrificing herself, and you'll never see her again because she's going to use herself to, and this is just coming out of my imagination. This is not a spoiler. She's going to have to use her powers and herself to mend the breach in between the Upside Down world because Vecna is going to try to merge them both. And in order to take him out, he'll be the only thing that the connecting piece. Once they take him out, and she'll have to become that person, and she'll have to leave. So I think that's going to be the part where it gets like everybody's going to be all teary-eyed. But I don't think any of the major characters are going to die. I think there are other people, other guest people that are going to be brought in to be killed, but I don't think them. That's just a guess on mine. All right, guys, we are 16 minutes away from getting our stolen property back. All right, our hour.
Oh, where it gets dark earlier. Yeah.
Yay! Woohoo!
Yeah. You don't like the sunshine one? You don't like
Fuck no, I live in a blast furnace for 3.5 months a year.
I like when it starts to get dark at like 8 o'clock.
No, I don't need that. I do not need that. Not here. Maybe if I was living in San Bernardino where it's about 30 degrees cooler, maybe. I don't know. I mean, not even more. It gets hot as shit in San Bernardino. When I was growing up in San Bernardino, there was a good 25-degree difference between here and Vegas. We would come from San Bernardino to Vegas, and it would be like, wow, our eyeballs are boiling in our head. Now it's like I went out to San Bernardino last summer, and it was kind of hot, hotter than I even remember growing up as a kid. So yeah.
Oh wait, what Aaron's saying is true. I thought it was gonna be split. Stranger Things was gonna be split into 2 parts. It's split into 3.
Oh, three. Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then New Year's. Yep.
Oh.
And then one of them, the last episode is going to be in limited theaters, which is like I was telling people. I'm undecided about that because I don't need to be in a cinema to get the feeling I get from that show. That show could be on this phone, and I would still be okay. That's how I feel about the show.
You get to walk into a theater and be like, my people.
Yeah, that the community is a big thing. The community is something, the gathering is important. So that's why I haven't ruled it out completely, because the same reason I go to conventions is stuff like that, is to be around my geeks. So
You don't get to do promos for stuff for Netflix, do you?
Yeah.
You?
We might be promoting that.
Yeah?
Yeah, because we promoted Army of the Dead.
Yeah, remember
We
that.
promoted Rebel Moon.
Twilight of the Gods.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so we promoted all that stuff. Yeah, we get shit in there.
By
the way,
you could take over that whole parking lot.
Depends on if there's a car show going on now.
Car show, smart show.
No, these dudes like 300, 400 people. This parking lot's huge. We feel it. Not only are we doing Predator Badlands, for those of you in Las Vegas, if you want to go to The Running Man, November 10th, early screening of that, here you go. I will not be at that one, but I will be at Badlands. All right. Saying, don't forget the last season will be. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, we were talking about this. Yeah, that model worked last time, man. When they split it up, they did 9 episodes last time, and it was 7 and 9. They did a trailer for the last 2 that made you think everybody was going to die. That was a dread-filled trailer. I watched that trailer. I'm like, do I want to watch these last 2 episodes? It looks like everybody's going to die. And they had you hopping and skipping and think, okay, Steve, that's when they put up the billboard. If you kill Steve, we ride, or they had save Steve. And I'm like, wow. Because I remember when they first got the show going, he's an asshole. He's an asshole. He was a womanizer. He didn't like those kids. And now look at you, die for those kids. He's literally die for those kids.
A babysitter.
I love the relationship between him and Dustin.
Yeah.
Because the way it starts and the way it's grown over the years, I mean, they have literally that episode when they were in the Down Under, or the Upside Down, sit down. I'm thinking of Aaron.
Sorry, Aaron.
We were thinking Upside Down. They literally traded them risking each other's lives to get out of it.
Yeah.
And that wasn't happening in season 1. And even Max's whole situation was just, wow, fuck.
Okay.
And that Vecna first comes out and starts killing people before you know what he was.
I was okay with the situation that they lead you to believe with Max. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
As far as her condition, you mean?
Yeah, and then I felt like, oh, what? When they reveal an extra piece later.
Yeah, but I think that without spoiling it, I think she's going to be okay. I think she's going to end up okay.
But her and Luke, okay. Was her brother a racist? Or was he just an asshole?
He's just an asshole.
Okay, I thought he didn't like Lucas because he was black.
No, I didn't. I never got the sense of that. I just thought he didn't like him because he was an asshole. He didn't like any of those kids, but he didn't like Lucas because Lucas was, dating his sister.
Yeah,
he didn't really care. I mean, he just was an asshole until the end, until he does what he does, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah,
Aaron. Yeah. Aaron's a good sport. She understands. I think Brad.
I even really enjoyed the bully kid in the season 4, the fake Wolverines. Was it?
Oh yeah,
what's that movie?
Fake Red Dawn, yeah, with the Letterman.
It was like Red Dawn gone wrong, right?
Yeah, that's hilarious. I thought they were, but they were. That's the '80s for you, though. That's the '80s.
Yeah, not that I like his character. I just thought it was done well. Like he was a good foil for Lucas.
Yeah, and then you see when the way he ended, the way that ended with him, that was cool.
10 minutes till we temporarily transport.
What was that?
10 minutes
till the elevator.
Can we go back in time? Gonna go back. I wish I could play that song. I don't want to get knocked out there again. Looks like Vecna is going to be using. Well, yeah, and I love the way that they took Vecna, and he's always been the enemy. You just didn't see him till issue 4 or season 4, but he's always been the enemy, and Will has always been the subject. It's all up to this season right now that we're about to go into. Will is the key. Will is the key, and I love the consistency there that they planned this out to the point where their story was so detailed that even though Vecna existed from day 1, they didn't reveal him and they didn't need to. But everything is connected to him. Everything. And now what's up?
This is why I have my prediction on how they could end it.
Yeah, there's a couple of different ways, but they said the Duffer Brothers said that the last episode of the series, they've already had in their mind written for 7 years now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so it's and they're very consistent.
They all grow up and become lawyers.
Well, shit, they're damn near grown now. They're like married and shit. It's funny because they're playing these kids. Seven's got to wear like a tight shirt or something. Like she's supposed to be how old? She's only supposed to be like 12 or 13 or 14. I mean, she's like 21.
I think she's got to be about like 15, 16 in high school now.
Because she was okay. So the show starts out in 1983, 1984. It's only 1986, so I don't know if they're being, but what's more 80s than people in their 30s playing people in the fucking Red Dawn? Those aren't teenagers. Those are grown ass people, dude.
Shit started to look like Grease.
Huh?
That shit started to look like Grease.
Yeah, I know. With Olivia Newton-John at a 30-year-old, she was 30 when Grease came out.
Yeah,
Newton-John was 30 when that movie came out. So yeah.
And
I got 8 minutes. 8 minutes. 8 minutes.
It can't go unsaid that there's a very inspirational, the way it's told backstory for Vecna that mimics a certain director who may be called the Blueprint one too many times.
You think so?
Oh, it is 100%. That backstory, the music, and
I don't want
And the clocks.
Are we?
I wish someone would ask him.
Thinking about the same. I don't think we're talking about the same blueprint.
Well, the Vecna's backstory is almost exactly like the tone, music exact of Dr. Manhattan.
Oh! You know what? I had never thought about that way. The clock, yeah.
The music is the exact same, but the clocks and everything and how he's narrating, I was like, whoa, okay.
Wow, I've watched that season so many times. I've watched Washington's my favorite Zack Snyder movie. So yeah, there we go. All right, 7 minutes. 7 minutes till we get it back. 7 minutes, and then we'll wrap up the show, and that'll be it for tonight. And by the way, tomorrow night, since we already did our episode of Welcome to Derry, we're just gonna have our standard. Weekend wrap up.
They're not going to give us a new episode Sunday?
No,
because they showed the second one on Friday for Halloween.
And by the way, those of you who was watching that with us live, man, that's a lot of you that part of the
Yeah, that was
this show's really good.
I still need to see
episode 2, yeah, right? Episode 2 is it's gross.
I still need to see episode 2. And I was been busy.
Yeah, just
yeah, you're in for a treat.
It's something else.
Yeah,
we were watching it, and I'm like, "What in the fuck am I watching?" It seems to be the same thing I ask myself about every 15 minutes with this show. It's like, why am I here? What am I doing with my life?
Is it worse than the first 5 minutes of the last episode?
Yes. There are two seasons in there that are far worse than that. The fucking Demon Baby ain't shit to what you see.
Yeah, I'm scared to think where he's gonna keep taking this.
And the visual storytelling that they're doing is like it's there for a reason. It's not just gratuitous. It's there to tell a point. But man, the point is driven right to your skull with some of this stuff. I mean, it's just
not the only thing it's driven through.
I swear they're going to tie all things into each other.
Yeah.
One thing,
another very poor choice of words after his last episode.
Do you think the military's playing Leroy for a stooge? They're sacrificing him on a mission that they want.
No,
they actually respect him.
They need him because remember what he is and who he becomes. So yeah.
Okay, I had this.
They can't do what they're trying to do without his abilities.
Okay.
And it's going to be the same thing with the Major. I think the Major is has a certain connection.
Are you pulling a Brad there, fourth?
No.
What's that? I was thinking there's some sort of conspiracy behind why they wanted him to do it. Like they're not telling him everything.
Well, they don't know who's going to take. That's the thing. But we don't need to go any further because we're kind of skirting between episode 1 and 2. But yeah, we'll give
how many episodes this season?
2. Oh, there's
total
8 or 9. I think it's 8.
8's a good 8 or 9 sweet spot. But yeah, no, I'm really digging it. Me and my daughter are watching it every time there's a new episode that pops up so far.
4 minutes.
No premature kazoo.
I opened the fucking show with one. I've had on a couple of those. Come on,
even though I don't support this holiday.
Too.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Brent showed up with the duck. Brad doesn't even want to come on screen anymore, being lazy.
What are you doing, Brad? You laying down or what?
I'm on the couch, yeah. So no, that's
yeah. He's all.
We're doing a show. It's a show on YouTube, not a therapy session.
It's surreal. Brad, did you really do a stream out in the front of your house in the dark?
No, I've gone on the porch, but it's out back. It's out front.
Yeah, I watched him eat bugs in that stream.
Crickets and
you did not watch me eat bugs on stream.
Yeah,
I'm not going to bring up your comment, but I did not see the Scream 7 trailer because I gave up on that franchise decades ago.
We're that far back?
Scream's been out forever, and I have no desires to jump back on.
Where was the last one? Where did it leave you at? Where did you jump off at?
2.
After 2?
Yeah, it's basically the same fucking movie with Ghostface basically being a jobber. So you're not even believable enemy. Yeah, you kill people, but you end up getting fouled up in the dumbest ways. So I'm like, I don't need to see this. It's like watching Scooby Doo with real blood. I guess I don't know.
I think it went up to 4.
It's 3 minutes.
Or just letting me know that we're here for you because you're having a good time. But I do not fully support this holiday.
It's not a holiday. It's a reclamation. It's getting back a piece of our soul that was taken away from us 6 months ago. It's important.
I'm in the opposite camp.
Keeping the fire back. Well, yeah,
I love my longer day times.
Yeah, you're not here when it's 120 or whatever the fuck, and I don't need the sun.
Speaking of this, what really gets me is, the weather people say, it's going to be a longer day tomorrow. And I'm like, what?
I needed that. Yeah, I needed that. Like I need to be set on fire and for longer. Yeah, it's cool.
Well, no, the day is still long. Just how we measure it changes.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Woohoo!
Dropping the ball now.
2 minutes till we go back to the future.
Like I said, I wish I could play that song, but shit, I mean, anything gets me taken down these days. So, yeah.
You can just play it and end the stream that way.
Nah, they'll take it down. Yeah.
They'll take the stream off the you can't access it.
Look at my other stream the other day got taken off.
Yeah, with the Badlands clip.
The Badlands the fucking movie that I'm promoting got me taken off for 24 hours.
Oh wow.
Pissed me off, dude.
I guess there's nothing else to do but to re-upload the In a Violent Nature stream.
How do you know that I haven't deleted that yet?
Because that was gold.
What?
You gotta let us watch it once. We should do a watch party of that stream.
Nah.
No, that'd be that'd be fun. I'd be down.
No, I wouldn't be.
And a lot of old cast members on
Preview
that
Brad
stream.
and Williams show.
Yeah, the previews of a movie that I'm like, I mean, this is stupid. I had to get an email. They sent an email and they cleared it up, but it should have never happened. All right, here we go. It's almost time.
A lot of good old cast members on that stream. Miss you, Ruth. Miss you, Spidey.
Here we go. It's 1 o'clock again. Woo!
It's time.
The theft has been corrected.
Hey, it's
Daylight
1
saving.
a.m.
Yay!
All right. I now have my joy back for the next 6 months until we have to go through this dreaded cycle again, which, by the way, Congress, Senate, House, outlaw this shit. Fall back, stay back. You hear me? That's my hashtag. Fall back, stay back. I don't need to go forward. I don't need to lose another hour again. I don't need any more sun. I live in Vegas. How much more do I need? Fall back, stay back. Rejoice, everybody. You're welcome, America. I've given you your hour back, and that's where we're going to go ahead and end the show.
Statistically, we melanated people need extra sun because we don't absorb as much vitamin D as other people do.
I've been doing just fine. Been doing just fine. All right, guys. Thank you for. You're welcome. You're welcome. You thank me for giving your hour back. I know. I made some calls. I know I did some detective work. Now you have it back. All right, we will be on the air tomorrow, 10:30. Like I said, this is going to be a rare one until Derry is over because we got the early episode of Derry. Yeah. So we will be wrapping up any loose ends that we have not covered the week. It's been a busy week. Halloween was busy for me, and now we just roll right into. I mean, Thanksgiving will be here. I'll turn over in bed tomorrow, and Thanksgiving will be here. So I got to get ready for that, and then Christmas, and then we have probably one or two more AFSP marathons left to try to close in on the $20,000 goal that we got closer to yesterday. So a lot to look forward to, a lot to anticipate.
And we got one more hour back to do it in.
Yep, it makes a difference. You guys are going to wake up
Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday.
You're going to wake up tomorrow morning, right, across the world. The ones who didn't even watch the show, and you're going to scream out my name. You're going to scream out my name because you're going to know I gave you your hour back, and you're going to realize how much you needed it back. You're welcome in advance. All right, guys, have a good night. Enjoy my gift to you.
Yeah.
Tra.